All right. So now you know a little bit about your nervous system. Now you know why masturbation feels like such a draw physically. And now we're going to get into what are some other ways to deal with this. I'm not just saying you need to go masturbate every time you're upset. I'm saying that's what your body's asking for is self-regulation. And there are healthy, wholly good ways to do that. So, in order to turn on the sympathetic nervous system, here's some ideas from Mr. Google. Deep breathing, diaphragmatic, diaphragmatic, diaphragmatic breathing. I'm not a doctor, but you know this. There's the thing called box breathing. Okay, this is what Navy SEALs do or one of the things they do anyway, when they're in a combat situation and they need to be calm, focused, and be able to take a shot, be able to make a tough decision, whatever it might be. But they're literally getting shot at. So they will do a thing called box breathing, and it's 4, 5, 6 seconds in. And you try to make sure that you're expanding actually your stomach deep down, not just your chest, but I know it sounds weird, but they say imagine breathing into your stomach. Like try to extend your stomach out when you breathe. It's a real thing. Look it up. Diaphragmatic deep breathing. Breathe in your stomach. Hold it. So 4, 5, 6 seconds in. Breathe in continually for 4, 5, 6 seconds. Hold it for 4, 5, 6 seconds. And then release it for 4, 5, 6 seconds. So release it slowly. And then breathe back in again. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. Doing that turns off the sympathetic nervous system and turns on the parasympathetic. It makes your body go into a calm state. It lowers your heart rate. It lowers cortisol. It lowers the other like neurotransmitters that make you stressed out. It calms everything, and it turns off the negative nervous system. So deep breathing. You don't even have to do box breathing. You just do a couple deep breaths. But that's one of the things. Meditation. Let's replace that with prayer. There's a difference. Meditation, not to get legalistic, but meditation is, as far as like Eastern terms, is where you empty your mind of everything. Prayer is where you focus on one thing. That's better. You don't want to empty and leave an empty void for things to come in or whatever. Prayer, mindfulness activities, like going through a heart check questionnaire and figuring out what am I actually feeling right now, so that you can release the pressure at an emotional level. Surprisingly, that actually eliminates completely the physical level. So if you can, if you're feeling a physical pressure in your heart or in your body because of suppressed emotions, you don't even need necessarily all the time to focus on the physical aspect of it. Rather, just focus on the emotional level and release that pressure. That eliminates the physical pain, physical pressure, physical urge you might be feeling. So if you deal with the emotion of it that's actually causing this whole thing, it goes away. So do some mindfulness, getting in tune with your heart, with your emotions, and understand what's going on deep down. Stretching, don't do yoga and stuff, but stretching, sleep. Sleep's a good thing, but if you can't sleep because you're so stressed out, stress management in general, progressive muscle relaxation. I've experienced this where people will instruct you to like tense your shoulders. You kind of flex your shoulder muscles, and then it says like hold it, keep flexing, and then let go. Okay. Now tense your arm muscles, and you like make your big, strong arm muscles. Now tense your abdomen, tense your thighs, tense your calves, tense your toes. Kind of squeeze your muscles in a downward motion through your body, or an upward motion, whatever you want to do. And it does kind of help you come back to yourself a bit and stay calm. Cold plunging, aromatherapy. Now here's a good one. I would recommend this first and foremost. As opposite as it feels as a dude, when you're like, dude, I just want to like have sex. That's all I can feel right now. I know this is the like opposite thing, but this has been extremely powerful for me. Singing, humming, or gargling. I would say singing or humming. Worship. Okay? Worship the Lord. What did Jehoshaphat do when he was about to go out to fight the battle? He sent the worshipers first, and then when they got to the battle, the enemy was dead already. Go look that story up, Jehoshaphat. Worship is one of the most powerful things, and it's spiritual, it's physical, and it honors it pleases the Lord. You are engaging in worship and adoration of the Lord. You're causing your body to be dedicated and focused on the Lord, and you're causing your spirit to be focused and dedicated on the Lord. It reorients everything you are to engage in worship. Don't just turn on worship music and expect it to change how you feel. Sing with it. Okay, I did this morning. I sat in the shower by myself with the warm water on, all cozy, laying down in the shower for about a half hour while I listened to one of my favorite worship sessions by one of my favorite churches. And I just sang in the shower by myself for about a half hour. As I was weeping in joy, I was crying, I was in like the best mood ever. I woke up and I got out of that and like did a bunch of good stuff and made pancakes for my wife, and like it's great. And I've also experienced working in a warehouse, walking around the aisles, being super bored, hating my life, feeling like I just want to die right now. Maybe I would rather go watch porn and masturbate in the bathroom. That sounds like a better idea. No, actually, wait, I'm going to worship the Lord. And just like humming and singing under my breath for hours completely changed my mood, and I enjoyed it, and I wanted to keep doing more of it, and it just became this natural like overflow of joy. Okay, singing is so powerful. And I know it feels so like dainty and girly and silly when you're like, bro, I just want to have sex. Like that's all I want right now. It's not what you need, brother. Your body is asking for self-regulation. Sing, become aware of your own emotions, do some mindfulness stuff, breathe deeply, go take a cold shower, whatever you need to do. The cold shower idea, I never found that to be beneficial. I'll just say it. I didn't find that changed anything for me. But it does, when you do cold showers or cold plunges, the thing that it does do is it kind of sparks your brain to be like, oh yeah, we have nerves over here. Like how often do you feel fine touch on your shoulders? But when you dive deep into water, that little inch of space when you're sinking into the water, you feel it. You feel it a lot, especially down south. An inch or two can make a big difference, depending on who you are. And so, yeah, I'm gonna keep that in. The nervous system recognizes when you've got like extreme sensations in your body, or on your body rather. And so cold plunges, cold showers help your nervous system to kind of like reconnect with every little bit of you. So it's a way of like stimulating your nervous system. So it does do that. I never found that it changed much for me as far as like temptations or urges. I think because mine were heavily emotional, and I'm just cold, but I'm still upset about the thing I was upset about. Like if that's what you're feeling when you try to sing or when you try to deep breathe and you're like, this isn't doing anything, go to the emotional part. That's what you need to attack, is the emotional pressure that's been unreleased so far. If you don't release it there, release it physically. And if you can't release it physically, like, go back and do it with the emotion. But your body's asking for self-regulation because of something that's going on, most likely in your mind, that is causing that. Or maybe you slept horribly and your body's like, we're out of whack and we need help because we're so tired. Sometimes the most holy thing you can do is go take a nap. Go do it. Go take a nap. Sometimes you may have eaten horribly and your body's out of whack and asking for help because it feels sick. And you're like, man, this would just like make my body feel a little bit less painful right now. I get it. Sometimes you just got to bear through the pain. Do some deep breathing. If it's like a food poisoning thing, drink a lot, flush it out with some good stuff. Get some get some kombucha, as I always say to my wife. Get some kombucha in your body. Other things like that. Your body is asking for help. Let it have it. Hope that helps and makes sense. See you guys in the next video.